So I want to be real with you for a moment about mental health and how I pull myself up from the lows. Yesterday was a really rough day for me. I don't know what triggered it. There wasn't really any specific reason, but I just woke up and found myself kind of like spiraling down into this really dark, funky place. I didn't physically feel good, and as the day went on, I just went deeper and deeper. Over the years, I've learned a lot about giving myself grace and just learning to embrace the highs and lows of being human, and I generally let myself rest, and I find I make my way through the dark times a little bit faster. However, it's a slippery slope. For example, I always make my bed, and yesterday was the first time in years I just didn't even have the energy to make my bed. I didn't open my curtains, and every time I walked into my room, it just looked like this. I also didn't do any of the dishes in the kitchen, which is another slippery slope because as they built up, the more stress, anxiety, and negative feelings they gave me. These kind of days are okay once in a while. You should let yourself have downtime, process, integrate, but it's really tricky because they can easily roll over into the next day, the next day, the next day, and then you find yourself in a chronic, disempowered state of depression, negativity, anxiety. So I've learned that I really have to give myself a limit and kick my own ass the next day. So no matter how much I don't feel like it, curtains are opening. Bed is getting made. Laundry is getting done. Water is getting chugged. I also started the morning first thing with an Audible book to kind of get my mindset in the space of, okay, let's learn, let's get in a positive state, let's change the direction of this day. And I can tell you 100%, these type of things don't necessarily just erase the residual funk or residue that you might have from the day before, or if you're going through something and you're still kind of down about it. It doesn't fix it all. It's just the tiny little environmental things that add up and make a difference in your mental state. And if you don't take that action to correct, again, it's like a snowball, and you can find yourself weeks, months, years down this path. Or you can be really conscious of when you have those days. Give yourself some grace and compassion because you're human. We all are. But also give yourself a swift kick in the ass the next day and be like, okay, we're moving in this direction. I'm changing the trajectory. We're at least moving and looking in this direction. So these types of tips have helped me a lot. I hope you find them useful. Comment below if you've experienced these kind of lows and funks and if you have a hard time getting out of them. And I'm happy to make more content like this.